You don't belong here. Stick to fixing wires, not giving advice. The words sliced through the air as Elijah Carter stood frozen outside the executive elevator. His work uniform still smelled of solder and oil, a sharp contrast to the marble floors and designer heels surrounding him. Moments earlier, he'd risked everything by pulling aside Olivia Reynolds, the youngest CEO in Darnell Tech's history. Your friend Darren. I saw him last night. He was copying private files from your office. Olivia's icy blue eyes had narrowed, amusement laced with condescension. Now her assistant's dismissive words echoed in his ears. Elijah clenched his jaw but said nothing. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. But what he saw, he couldn't unsee. What he didn't know. By tomorrow, those words would haunt them all. The humming servers and polished glass walls of Darnell Tech had always been off-limits to people like Elijah. A black technician from the city's east side, he was good with his hands but invisible to the suits upstairs. That changed the night he stayed late fixing network lines and stumbled upon Darren Miller, Olivia's trusted advisor, in her private office, copying encrypted files. Elijah's father had worked this company floor decades ago before illness took him. Elijah had promised to protect that legacy, even if no one saw him. So he warned Olivia. But instead of gratitude, he got humiliation. As he climbed the maintenance ladder that day, passing executives whispered, eyes narrowed. Some tech guy making up stories, classic. Elijah swallowed the shame. But deep down, his gut whispered, he was right. The next morning hit like a slap of cold wind. Security vans lined the parking lot. Employees whispered. Upstairs, Darren's office door stood ajar, his desk emptied, his nameplate gone. Olivia stood near the windows, her face pale, her jaw clenched. She spotted Elijah fixing a ceiling panel and called him over. For the first time, she didn't look through him. Wordlessly, she pressed play on a surveillance video. Darren. In her office. Copying confidential files. We lost millions, almost. Because I didn't listen. Her voice cracked faintly. Elijah's heart pounded. The room, the same space that laughed at him yesterday, now silent, eyes darting between him and Olivia. After the meeting, whispers followed Elijah like shadows. But this time, they weren't mocking. Olivia publicly announced Darren's dismissal and an internal overhaul. Then, in front of the whole staff, she turned to Elijah. I want eyes that see what others miss. People who aren't blinded by titles or suits. Elijah, join my security team. Shock rippled through the crowd. He could barely process the offer. His father's voice echoed in his mind, dignity doesn't wear a suit, son. It stands tall. Elijah nodded quietly. No applause, no smug grin. Just a man keeping a promise to his family, and himself. Weeks passed. The building buzzed as always. But now, Elijah's ID badge read Internal Risk Analyst. He still fixed wires sometimes. Still kept his head down. But eyes that once dismissed him now paused, uncertain. Olivia often crossed the hall, their gazes meeting, a quiet acknowledgement. She never apologized with words. But her actions spoke louder. Elijah never wanted revenge, just truth. And when he passed Darren's empty office, a faint smile touched his lips. The ones they overlook. Sometimes, they're the reason everything stays standing. Elijah Carter didn't fight for recognition. He fought for what was right, even when no one believed him. His quiet courage saved a company and exposed betrayal. Sometimes, it's not the loudest voice that protects the truth, but the one willing to speak when it's hardest. Don't overlook the quiet ones. They might just be the reason your world doesn't fall apart. If this story inspired you, hit subscribe, share your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more true stories that challenge what we think we see.